first down, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting for.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year in a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
Found his target, it's Anderson. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
A first down carry now for Yeldon, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They're on the march, but facing a... Third down here.
All right, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Returnable here from the 38. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Darnold on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And out come the Dolphins now.
Let's go. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The give is to Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own goal line, Darnold. his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts
defense,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
they'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out in the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punt...
Oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2. And New York set to take the field.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Set. Blue 90.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Pass incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Green, 39.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold escapes the defender. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Darnold. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Here's Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the earth.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets... A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Anderson. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys that talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches? Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
They'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. He's back to throw. Anua's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got a new one. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.